Hi everyone, my name's Trudie, I'm a member of the IQ Bar team and I'm also one of the vloggers. This week's vlog is one in a series of vlogs about SMART targets, and I'll be focusing on the R part of the acronym, relevant. Remember, for more information about SMART targets, you can see my last vlogs about how to use specific, measurable and achievable targets. You can also see Mark's vlogs, which are all about using SMART targets in taster sessions, and you can look at Carl's vlogs for SMART targets in your normal sessions. In this vlog, we'll be looking at how smart are you, and in this vlog series, we'll be using the SMART targets and we'll be able to put your understanding of SMART to the test. So we're going to start with a reminder of what SMART actually means. Then our main focus for this vlog will be looking at the R element, the relevant element of the SMART acronym. And we'll talk about how to apply it in your reviews and look at some examples of SMART targets and some not so good SMART targets and look at how to up-level these. So stay with me to find out more and let's get smart. At the end of this video, I'll be giving you a really important final note that I think lots of you might find really helpful in making sure that your targets are relevant. What does SMART mean? So let's refresh our memory. It stands for, and remember sometimes the letters they use might have slightly different words associated with them, but they pretty much have the same meaning. So for me, I go by this: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and timely. And in this vlog, we're focusing on relevance. Relevant. I kind of think of this as, does the target relate to the Breadies' learning targets, their notes, their specifications, and is it going to be an appropriate level of challenge for the Breadie to ensure that they continue to make progress? For it to be relevant, the Breadie should also be able to clearly see why the target is relevant to them and how they're going to benefit from this. This one seems to encompass lots of elements of the other parts of SMART. We're going to look at 2 examples and see if you think the target is relevant or not. Don't worry about all the other elements of SMART for now, let's just focus on relevant. However, if you have been watching my other vlogs and would like to put your knowledge of SMART to the test, then go ahead. For these vlog examples, we'll need a little bit of context to help you identify if the target is relevant or not relevant. Our first Breadie is a 5-year-old Breadie with a low level of English and who doesn't use full sentences, and their general vocabulary is very limited. Here's our target. Practice using adjectives. Relevant or not? No. Why not? We know this Breadie has a low level of English, probably about A1. So they're unable to understand what it means by adjectives, probably. And there are also no examples of words that they could practice, so it's not clear for them how they're going to achieve this target. For this Breadie, this target isn't relevant. It doesn't correlate to their learning requirements, and they're not going to be able to make progress with this type of target. Example 2. A 16-year-old Breadie who is competent in their English and can hold a conversation well, probably around the B2 level. Let's look at the target. Before your next lesson, research using conjunctions. Relevant? No. Why not? This is quite a big task that probably wouldn't be done before the next session, but also it's a rather wide area to research. Using the term conjunctions should be fine for this Breadie, but the target needs need to be more specific to the Breadie's needs. So let's look at using SMART targets. Like I spoke about in my Achievable vlog, for our targets to truly meet the relevant aspect of SMART, you have to take into consideration the learner note, particularly if they want to focus on specific areas, or they want to develop a particular area of their English learning. It's also about considering, is the activity that you've given age appropriate, level appropriate, and relevant for my Breadie? So now you've been refreshed, let's look at an example and see how we can up level it. This target is going to be for a young Breddy with a low level of English and someone who has been learning about colours. So the target we're going to have to start with is draw and colour your favourite toy. Now let's up level. Over the next week, draw a picture of your favourite toy and bring it to your lesson to tell your teacher the colour of your toy. You could use the sentence, "My toy is..." So why is this good? Can you see how it meets all the SMART elements? Let's take a look at just our focus for this vlog, which is the relevant part of SMART. We have a young Breddy, so we need a task that is age and level appropriate, and it's clear to the Breddy how they can succeed at this task. But more importantly, it's going to help them develop their learning skills and make progress in their learning. So my final note, when ensuring that you have relevant targets, take into consideration the size of the task you've given them. Make sure that it correlates to their learner needs and that the learner task is clear exactly what you're asking them to do so that they know how they're going to benefit from it. Thank you for watching, and as always, I really hope this has helped. If you have any more questions, contact a member of the team. Happy teaching, everyone. Bye.